that's tough. That's a tough one. Oh boy, the Diamondbacks get walked off game one of the World Series. They lose 6-5, and I've noticed that ever since I've done walk-offs, I always put on the shades because the Diamondbacks have done walk-offs. They haven't been on the receiving end of one ever since I started doing the shades thing, and they were tonight, so I guess the hat comes off. I'm not gonna slam it because I'm gonna be honest. I'm not as mad as I think I should be. Because, look, man, if you told me game one is going to end the walk-off with that weight I've had on my chest for the past few days, I'd be like, oh, you have to be kidding me. Oh, you have to be like, that's tough. But they didn't make a move, personally, that I was really against. 10th inning, yeah. But I don't think it was like a game-costing mistake. Now, sure, to start this game off, you're down 2-0 early with 1 out, and I just felt defeated right off the bat. Like, you're down 2-0, first inning, 1 out, and I'm like, this game feels over. They're not going to win this game. My dad looks at me, oh, don't be ridiculous. He's a Ranger fan, so he's like, oh, don't be ridiculous. And it's like, look, man, every time I dealt them, they always prove me wrong. And if I truly didn't think they were going to win, I would not be watching. So they came back. They answered back. They tied it 2-2. They took a 3-2 lead. Rangers tied up 3-3. Diamondbacks got 2 runs of their own. So they're up 5-3 for, I think, ever since the 6th inning. And they didn't make a move that I think was going to, really cost them. They had opportunities on offense, okay, sure, you could have scored there, but Rangers did too. And my dad and I kept track on the missed calls. And D-backs had 6, Rangers had 6, so it wasn't like it was a really fixed game for either side. I think it was kind of even Steven. I still am not huge on putting Thompson in the 6th inning because it leaves the 7th wide open. They went to Joe Mantiply, which I liked way more than Sal Frank. I think putting a rookie in a World Series game was crazy. 8th inning, you went to Ginkle. He ginked on them. And 9th inning, you're up by 2. And it's Sewald. He has yet to give up a run. He has struck out 11, walked 1. He's been the guy in the 9th inning. He didn't get the job done. And that sucks, but that, they made the right move. And the guy didn't do his job. And I can't get mad at that. I guess you get mad at Sewald, but you know what? He's proven enough that he's capable of getting the save. Reminds me of 2001 all over again. Remember our great closer? We could have used him in Game 6 and 7, or Game 7. So, yeah. I still have 7 minutes left to recap, but 6 minutes. But I was a little disheartened that Tavares got on base because I'm like, you need to get him out. You need to have Simeon you need to get Simeon behind the 8 ball because Simeon has been struggling, and he got out, and then Seager hit that 2-run homer. Former Dodger. Oh, that sucks. But it would have hurt more if it was 2 outs, 2 strikes. You were 1 away. That would have hurt more. But the series doesn't feel over. It's a tough one to lose. And, man, if you saw how the teams were playing the first 8 innings, you'd be thinking, they're playing better. They're stealing bases. And that's just took a bad pitch to Seager and it's tie game. So I immediately felt like, how are we gonna win? Because our offense was cold. Walker, come on, my guy. It's tough seeing my guy, the player I defend so much, struggle in the World Series. I know it's one game, but I really thought he was going to have a good bounce back from the Phillies series because, hey, against the Rangers, he's been he did really good against them in the 4 games. He got 3 homers. So, didn't get on base at all. Struck out 3 times. Carroll looked good. Marte looked good. Marino looked good. Tommy Pham hit a homer. Perdomo got a single. So, like, Longo even got a hit. So, I wasn't too disheartened by the offense. They scored 5 runs. It wasn't a total embarrassment. It sucks to lose. And, like, I thought they put in the right guys in extras. I thought first inning, it's like, okay, you're going to put in Kyle Nelson. He's either going to cruise or he's going to struggle. Now, who they put? Who's their first guy they put out there? I know Nelson was the 10th inning. He was a lefty, and he's shaky as all heck, but he got out of it somehow, some way. I think that's one regret. I think I would have taken him out against Seager, lefty on righty. Seager got a hit. And I would have put in Castro. And look, Castro was the one who gave up the home run. He gave it right away to Garcia. And I look at Castro like, hey, he's closed games for us this year. He hasn't been good, but he's been in this situation before. And in the 3 games he's pitched in the postseason, he's done good. Besides that Milwaukee first game. But, hey, he's done good enough. I don't think there was a move they made that really, like, was bad. So, yeah, they lose game 1. And this is really one that you really wanted to steal. Because I think the goal for me personally, go back home 1-1. If you're 1-1, you go in 2 at home. You can. Down 2-0, I don't know. It's going to be a tough one tomorrow, though, man, because you got Montgomery, who's really freaking good, lefty, who owned us in that game in Arizona a few months back. He pitched 8 innings, gave up no runs. Rangers were up 1-0. And Chapman came in the 9th inning. And that's when Marte hit a homer to left field and tied it, and he went in extras. Chapman wasn't used tonight, and Montgomery had an extra day off. You got Merrill the mainstay tomorrow. It'd be tough to recap a game and be down 2-0. Yeah, I think the fight, I respect the fight. I would have been more mad if there was an error or just a really bad decision. And I feel like I'm repeating myself because I got to go to the 10 minutes. It's one thing I didn't want to. It's one thing about making the playoffs 10-minute recaps because you got to cover the stuff like this. Walk off. I don't have much to complain about. You lost game 1 of the World Series while you were up by 2 in the 9th inning. That sucks. I mean, it really does. But the guys that have been helping you all year just didn't perform in that time. Michael Jordan missed the open shot. Tiger Woods missed the 4-foot putt. I mean, yeah, I'm comparing Ginkgo and Sewell to those guys. But, I mean, at the same time, they've been automatic. Ginkgo got the job done. He pitched a lot more than I thought he should. I thought he should have. But, Sewell, it's uncomfortable now that it's the first game he does this. And now you're worried if he's closing games now. Because Rangers have Pop and their whole lineup. Simeon, not too surprised he was cold. Because I feel like he's going to be the guy where, like, Mookie Betts was cold in the Dodgers series. Castellanos was cold in the Phillies series. I think Simeon is potentially the guy that gets cold. Seager, hey, he's good, man. Garcia, he's a threat. Hit the home run off you. He's really freaking good. Anyone else I think is beatable. So I'm hoping for a win tomorrow. Would not want to be down 2-0. That'll suck. But Rangers made the right move. They went to Leclerc. The teams made the right move. It was a battle. I can't be mad at that. The guy that you put your trust in came up short. You get walked off game 1. Tough, but it's a World Series.